some sandals and lives a very, very, very simple life. And so I admired all the counterculture thinking of those days, but I didn't become it. I was still going to be middle of the road, feet on the ground, an engineer, have a home someday, have a family. But I really admired the thinking. My head was very free and open. So he somehow talked them into letting him stay at Reed College for a couple of years with no money for dorms and no money for tuition. But they liked it. If you're persuasive and people like you can get a lot of things. And he always got lots of things easy by being who he is. And he's very impressive and intelligent. Well, I'm back at Hewlett-Packard. And my love in life is engineering, and I'm so shy and such a geek that I'm never going to have a girlfriend or a wife. So when I came home from work on calculators, I went to work on other projects that I loved in electronics. I just did it. I worked on hotel movie systems for friends. I did all of this for free. I would just take jobs and fly to LA and design some digital stuff for the first hotel movie systems when nobody had ever seen a movie in a hotel in their life. I got to work on early VCRs before anybody ever saw a VCR. The first consumer VCR was not the Sony Betamax. It was an American company called Cartrivision. Built them into some Sears TVs, went bankrupt right away, and we Hewlett-Packard engineers could go down and buy them in San Jose for 60 bucks each, a color VCR, when black and white ones cost $1,000 for schools. Incredible, incredible opportunity. I started the first dial-a-joke in the San Francisco Bay Area. You'll meet a lot of people who have started companies, but this is the only time in your life you'll meet someone who was the first person to start a dial-a-joke in a regional area, where you can dial a number. I take credit for that one. You dial this number, and I would tell a Polish joke. Hello, dial-a-joke. And then the Polish-American Congress complained, and I said, what if I switch it to Italian jokes? And they said, that's fine. This is before political correctness. And dial-a-joke, well, I did this in 1972, when it was illegal in the United States to own, use, or purchase your own telephone. It was illegal in the United States to own, use, or purchase your own answering machine. So it was, I had to lease the one machine that the phone company offered, and it cost as much as my apartment rent. You know, imagine you're just out of college, and you're paying for an apartment, and then you have to pay again that amount, just for an answering machine. But I was so into humor, I wanted to run the first dial-a-joke, and I ran it for a couple of years, and because it was like a chat room, I was anonymous. All these people were calling, they didn't know who I was. And so I could come home from work and take calls live, and I actually met my first wife that way. And prankster as I am, the first thing I said to her was, I can hang up before you, and I did.